is up? My Magic Miscreants, Risen Dragon here with a fun deck for you today, and today we are looking at the return of Mono Blue Tempo, and this really is very, very close to a deck that I loved to play when I got back into Magic in 2018, and it was really a deck that I identified with because it's not only a cheap deck to build in paper, but as far as like rares and stuff are concerned, it's actually really light on those to an extent as well. So let's get into the deck. So basically what we're looking to do here is we're looking to slap stuff like Combat Research, which is enchanted creature, as whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. As long as it is legendary, it gets +1/+1 and has ward. So the point is to get it on something like an Elusive Otter, which is a prowess creature. Creatures with power less than Elusive Otter's power can't block it, so you can try to get that in as well. Something like Harrier Strix, which when it enters, tap target permanent, and for 2 and a blue, draw a card, then discard a card. So there is some card advantage that goes with this deck as well. Or Spyglass Siren, which enters when it enters the battlefield, create a map token. And then finally we start getting into stuff like Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel. It is a flash flyer, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put a chorus counter on it. Draw a card, then discard a card. If there are 4 or more chorus counters on Malcolm, you may cast the discarded card without paying its mana cost. So that's a fun thing as well. As far as other creatures are concerned, it is rounded out by the Djinns, the Djinn family. Haughty Djinn, whose power is equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And Tempest Djinn, this creature gets +1/+0 for each basic island you control. Now the Haughty Djinn is a little bit of an interesting inclusion because we are only running stuff like Dive Down, which is target creature you control gets +0/+3 and gains hexproof till end of turn. Also 1 opt just to draw some cards and get some scry, Phantom Interference. With a spree +3, create a 2/2 white spirit creature token with flying, or for +1, counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. So we're not running a ton of counter spells in this. Instead, what we're looking to do is cast stuff like Unsummon, which is return target creature to its owner's hand. Or stuff like Chart a Course, basically draw 2 cards and then discard a card unless you attack this turn. And Curate, which is Surveil 2, draw a card. So cheap stuff that we're throwing out there to kind of feed into our Djinns right here. But the big one is, of course, Tempest Djinn. This one is the big one because we're running nothing but islands. Sideboard, we have another Dive Down, 2 more Phantom Interferences, some Shore Ups, Bring the Ending, which we got 2 of those, 2 negates, another opt, Unable to Scream, which is an interesting one. That's an enchantment. This is kind of a cool one to sideboard out for, like, say maybe your Phantom Interferences or stuff like that. So it's kind of one of those interesting ones. But anyways, so this is our Mono Blue Tempo deck. I really do think it is kind of that return to Mono Blue Tempo. Mainly because of this Bad Larry right here with the Tempest Djinn. So if you're new to my channel, we do a best of 1 and a best of 3, so you can see how the deck functions in either one of those environments. So without further ado, let's get to the Mono Blue Tempo games, kids. And we're against Skelos 13 for our best of 1 matchup. This is not terrible. We're gonna have a 3/4 flyer on turn 3, so plus we have an Unsummon. So oh, you're fun. All right, so let's do this. Let's put down the Otter first. That may have been a mistake, so then they can cast that. But we can also unsummon it, if that be the case. So if they decide to kill the Otter, then we'll just simply go from there. Skeletons. What is that? Yeah, interesting. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, whenever you fully unlock a room, target player mills 2 cards. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Can't block it. Oh, okay, fun. So yeah, go for it. Go attack with your tiny bones. I'm okay with that. Oh, okay, well that's cool. think we hold up. I think we hold up. Enchantment with flying. Okay, well, that's cool. We'll just do this. So I think what we can do next time around is cast unsummon maybe. It's really going to depend on what we do. That's a fun one. It's almost like this is like a DIMIR Rooms build. And, okay, I got another elusive otter, so not the worst thing in the world. I think what we're gonna do is this: elusive otter, and then we're gonna slam this back, and we're gonna draw a card from the Malcolm. I think we just chuck the Djinn simply because we don't have a ton of instants at the moment. So Djinn, these two are gonna come down. That gets thrown back. So the otter can't be blocked. Alright, so there's that. Okay, fine. Surveillance. So it's almost like, yeah, it's like I said before, it's almost like it's a DIMIR enchantments build. That's interesting. So okay, Skelos, what are we doing? Passing on to our second main phase. Chart a course, huh? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to cast this. That way we gain a little bit of that. Hey, check it out. We're going to discard a land. We are going to put this down. These two are going to swing in. Going to explore. I'm going to put it on this. Ooh, Tempest Djinn. That is fun. So we got a bunch of those bad Larrys now. Can't be blocked. Okay. Well, what are you going to get out of my graveyard? That's the question. Oh, you're going to get my Haughty Djinn. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's clever. Alright. You can take that. Fine. Because I got this. Get that boy. Can't block it. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to do anything like that. That's a clever card. Enter the Enigma. It's a clever card. Well, the Restless Reef is a little bit of an issue, but you've been checked. What is that? I don't think I've ever seen that card. To be completely honest, I've never seen that card in my life. Ever. Carrier Strix, we're just going to throw that down as well. And we're going to tap that bad boy. Now we're just going to swing in with a few of these. Yeah, we're just going to swing in with a few of those and see what they do. You take the 6, or are you just going to... what does this do? Interesting. We took the 4, so that means they're on lethal next turn. Unless they have like a board wipe. Yeah, okay, that comes down. That's fine by me. Okay. What are you gonna do here? That has vigilance, and I don't know what they're trying to run here, but it's interesting, to say the least. Looks like maybe like it's a reanimator type deal. At least there are just a few things I'm trying to figure out with what we're playing against here. Reassembling skeleton. Okay, cool. I got a ton of flyers, so... Target player mills 4 cards, huh? Oh, you're milling yourself. Okay. Interesting. You know what? I'm just gonna take the damage. Question mark. Check that out. Right there. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Okay, so we're going to swing in for all it's worth. Because at least we take out a few of the flyers and get them down. They're gonna have to block. They'll go down to 5 and 6. Yeah, we got 3 blockers. So they're gonna have to figure out what to... Why? Why don't you do that? Okay. I guess. Let's just go to the best of 3? Question mark? We're against Aquaman, a silver level player. And we are on the draw. Not the most terrible of keeps here. We've got an... Oh, jeez, you're one of these ones. Against Mono Red. Mono Red, Mono Red. Neighborhood, Mono Red. Let's try the otter. Any target. So, Leonin Vanguard. Oh, you're clever. Cool as that. No blocks. You're gonna kill me, maybe. Ooh, combat research is fun. I think, though, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Combat research, so we gain a little bit of card advantage. Maybe. Draw into a Harrier Strix, which is not really what we were looking for, but it is what it is. Let's see, gaining a life. So what is Leonin Vanguard? If you control 3 more creatures, get +1/+1. You gain 1 life. Okay, fun stuff. And okay, you're gonna take out my otter. You are a cruel, cruel person. Why would you do that to an otter? Seriously. Let's just mess with them a little bit. Let's do that. Tap that down. Why? Why the white? That's okay. Yeah, we're gonna opt. We're gonna scry and draw a card. Yeah, take a dive down. We kind of screwed ourselves a little bit there, but that's okay. Draw a card. And okay. So now we're in pretty... We're okay. At the moment. So again, gaining some life. I'm gonna kill my otter again? Prideful... Oh, it's a kitty deck. It's a kitty deck. Gain life and +1. Yeah, fun stuff. Okay, cool. So no blocks. No blocks. Okay, so we do this. We are going to curate. Prowess. Yeah, we're going to draw a card. So, oh yeah, I did play a land. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to do this. We're going to tap this. Suck it down right there. And we're just going to hold up on those. I'm going to call it even when you're going to draw a card. And we're going to go from there. Fun stuff. Felidar Savior. Creature enters, put a in each of 2 other target creatures control. Okay, cool. So it's a kitty deck. BOROS KITTIES. Oh, you're clever. I like that. So gain some life. They attack. Fun stuff. We're not going to take 6. What we're going to do is we're going to do that. On the Harrier Strix, get that. Prowess, we're going to block that. And boom. Okay, and we keep drawing into that. So that's going to create a token. We're going to put it on the otter. Oh, cool. Phantom Interference. Draw a card, discard. And discard that. Okay. Now just attack in. Might have to get a chump blocker in here. really need a hot Djinn at this point. And claws out. Oh, jeez. Well, I think we're pretty much dead. That is pretty bouse right there. Oof. Alright, so maybe... oh, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that? I don't like it. Is this a bug or something right there? Because I'm not a huge fan of that. Oh, well. Well. Alright, alright, this isn't too bad because we get the Otter, you get a couple of Malcolms. I think, yeah, we want to leave the Strix kind of to its own devices until they get something, so. That slow trickle of life gain also kind of screwed me up a little bit with the Vanguard and that, the Windscarred Crag. That was... I'm just going to swing in. We're going to flash in the Malcolm. Okay, nothing. And we're going to flash it in. They may kill it, but, you know, it is what it is. No, they don't. Okay. Cool. So yeah, we're going to hold up the Strix, I think. Swing in. Yeah, we'll draw a card, discard. Yeah, the Djinn really isn't doing me all that much, although a chunky body wouldn't be a bad idea. I think we just ditch the Strix, to be honest. Let's go with the Siren. Create a map token, then we're going to activate that to do that on the Otter. In theory, because I think they've got something in their hand. You know what? I don't need another Otter. I need a land. That's what I need at the moment. Yeah, I'm getting a little frustrated at this. So the prowess comes in. Yikes. Not hitting the land. So. Okay, there is what we are looking for. Let's take out the opt. Put that down. Yeah, let's leave that open. We'll tap that. So if only we could get that at like instant speed. So that would be cool. Yeah, now they definitely have something big here. They gotta have something big here. Release the dogs. Oh my goodness. Wow, how about that? Well, check this out. We're gonna just go right over the top of them here. And we're just gonna do this. Draw a card, discard a card. Let's go with it. Yeah, let's just do the Siren. This Tempest Djinn is kind of big. Dauntless Veteran, huh? It's almost like it's a budget build. Yeah, they're dead. Gee, we drew into all our Tempest Djinns. How about that? And that'll do it. Okay. So apparently they didn't get the draw that they needed. We'll go 2 and 2 with this build, which I'm happy with. I was gonna sideboard some stuff in, but I think that we're okay at the moment. Alright, much better on the land stuff this time. Siren is a good choice, because what I want to do is put down the Otter, put down the... Oh, we get to go first. Put down the Otter, put down the Siren, explore to get the Otter all charged up. They gain a life, they can lose a life. Silene comes in. The otter bigger in theory. Yeah, that'll work. You lose 2 life instead of the 1. Leonin Vanguard, huh? Okay. Fanatical Firebrand. How cool are you? You're gonna take out my Spyglass Siren? Yeah, I think you just ping my Siren. I think that's kinda... Alright, yeah, fair play. That's fair. That's fair. So what I do now is I do this. That token, I do that. I make the otter explore. So that's what otters like to do. We can find another otter, and boom. Okay, cool stuff. Yeah, I think we just swing. Alright, works for me. Then we can flash in a Malcolm to really put some pressure on them. Cool. Alright, well. Flash this bad boy in. Get a land. How cool are you? Yeah, we get a chunky beastie right here because even though we're not going to be doing a ton of damage, or any damage at all, actually, we still can, get a blocker going. Let's discard that. And with the combat research, we can throw that on the Malcolm, make it a little bit bigger, and we might be able to win if they don't take out our otter. Sarah Angel, yo, son of a gun! Yup. Yup. Well, that leads to some interesting stuff here. Alright. Now what do we do? Ugh! Now what do we do? Well, I think what we try... Sarah Angel... Which, by the way, I've got some fun stories behind Sarah Angel. I think we just continue to pressure them. And here's what we do. Let's do this. Let's put that down on that. Give that... I think we just... Why did I swing with the Djinn? What a terrible idea. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're not dumb. Alright. Not that I was suggesting that they were, but... Okay, so you're gonna cast that. Alright, and discard. Okay. But now they gotta be a little bit on the leery side here. So if I find an instant, they don't have a... At least the dogs. Okay, so there we are. So they're gonna gain life. They swing. That's clever. Yeah, I was about to say, hold on a sec there. Ooh, that's what we were looking for. Scry 1, draw a card. Nah, don't need land. Okay, well, get what we get, and we don't get upset. But now, we get to swing in. We have to take out their Sarah Angel, and they're going to be down to... Yeah, they're going to be down to 1. Unless they just decide to give us the game, which they do. Alright, cool stuff. So, perfect. Mono blue tempo. Are we back? I'll tell you where we're back in. We're back in Bronze 1. Cruising for silver. Let's go to the post-game analysis. Okay, so, is Mono blue tempo back? I don't know if it is back, but it is certainly a step in the right direction. If you want to compare some decks, look at Autumn Burchett's deck back in 2018 and what they did with going to the finals. Yeah, I think that year they did really, really well and won the big tournament. So, but anyways, this is a step in that direction. Does Haughty Djinn fit in this deck? I'm not sure, because if you look at the stats, where are my stats here? If you look at the stats, yeah, no, I think it does. I think it does. Yeah, there's enough instants and sorceries to justify it, I think, but overall, I think this is a really solid build, and even with some smaller creatures, you can definitely get some fun stuff going. So I really enjoy this deck. It's really, really fun, kind of something to throw at your opponents. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So if you love it too, please like, please subscribe, and as always, our Magic Miscreants, may you always be on the play, and may all your spells hit the battlefield. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your Monday.